really like the way that this wheat field looks at night. So I might just wait a minute for the sun to go down. I don't think I need any extra light around here, but maybe a little bit in there somewhere. Or along here. I know this is kind of a dark corner. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Weird. My Mac just started making a lot of noise, and I don't know that it's ever done that before. Huh. Yeah, I feel like we could maybe use some light somewhere around here. Could maybe sort something like that out. Everything else seems to be okay. Fly up here, take a better look. Yeah, there's a dark spot, kind of like right there. And really that's about it. Everything else is pre-lit up, although this has gone down. I had taken, we could probably put a light somewhere in around that area. And that's about it. I haven't done anything over here because I'm not sure what's going to happen with that path yet. Stone block mod pack. Oh, creeper, hello. I guess that's the problem with flying more than 24 blocks away. Die in a fire. Stone block mod pack, stone block mod pack. Is that the one that they're playing with on Hermitcraft? I'm very new to modded or modding, and I know nothing. Assume I know nothing. Explain everything. And we shall have a much better time. All right, for anybody that's tuning in that's new, my name is Joel Duggan, and this is the Citadel. It is a survival multiplayer server. It's a whitelisted server, so it's just myself and a few friends. I am working on this build. This is the Inn on a Bridge. It's been the build we've been working on for the last few weeks, I think, on streams and stuff. I basically just log in on weekends and poke around and do what I can. I keep on hearing my footsteps in my ear, and I'm worried about more mobs showing up and giving me a sad day. Although it would just be this path, it wouldn't be the end of the world. So quick recap. Last stream we built this staircase that I'm very, very happy with. We built this stained glass door, which I am really happy about. And we also added some texture and some detail to the chimney up here. So this part of the upstairs is done. However, nothing else is. So I'm going to try to maybe poke at that today. That's not the top priority though. The top priority is going to be actually outside. I want to take the time to put some texture into this bridge because not only does it look really uniform and this just ugly, it also has doesn't have any real transition into the path. And something that I did, I think just on my own time the other day, I removed the portal from here because it's now actually right in that little archway. So I planted some birch trees and they're starting to grow, which is great. I don't think these ones on the hill are going to grow. I think I have to remove some grass blocks first before they'll grow up, but we'll see how that goes. But I like this path. I like this kind of stuff with the cobble and the gravel and the mossy stuff. Go up this way, like this staircase and this path in particular. Like I like this kind of stuff. Brave zombie. Bye-bye. So I want to try to do something like this on the other side of the bridge. And I'm thinking I might even bring it to this side of the bridge. Like I might bring it over here and maybe have that path and this path be tied together more. I think I'm going to extend this path kind of out to at least here and then maybe have it taper off kind of once it goes at an angle. Oh, thanks, Tuxedo Cat. Yeah, these red ones here, we talked about it on the podcast actually, and yeah, it was a happy accident. I was just kind of farting around and creative until I came up with something that worked, and the goal was to have both the lights light up, but then also be able to have some stuff in here that just looked different. I just didn't want them to be off. I do have some ideas for these though. I want to change these into lights, into redstone lamps. And Pixel Riffs told me about a trick that I can possibly do. These are temporary, so we're gonna leave these where they are for now. But I think the first thing I want to do is I want to go at these bricks, but I'm pretty sure that this is just a one thick build in most cases. Yeah. So I think the first thing I need to do is put a layer of slabs underneath this thing, just for my own sanity. I think that's going to be the easiest way to move forward. So we can grab a lot of this stuff. Bring some stairs with me too. I guess I should leave some of these behind. Oh, I've got lots of slabs. Excellent. What else am I going to need? That should be it for now. Grab some scaffolding blocks. Scaffolding blocks that I will probably not need in the future, which is good. So I think the thing to do is just to go straight across. Like if I build a bridge under the bridge, which actually might not be a bad idea to start with. Maybe I'll just do, let's just do the whole thing. That way if we have to come down for other reasons, then we've got something here. Although I should make a mental note to put some torches down. Otherwise, this is going to be a mini mob farm, which I do not want. It's the kind of thing where I'm glad that gravity does not exist in the game for some blocks, because if a creeper blew up these supports and it affected the bridge, that would suck. I would not be happy about that at all. Just do that. And let's put a light here and maybe 2 more torches. Maybe 3. We'll just spread these ones out a little bit. There, so now we can see what we're doing. And grab some slabs. So again, this might change, but just for my own sanity of placing textured blocks above on this deck, especially because I want to use gravel and concrete powder, stuff that has gravity to it, I would just rather not have to go chasing after it. So we'll just add some depth to this. This also might give us some ideas about how to handle the underside of the bridge, which I haven't really thought much about. Actually, I don't want to do that. Oh no. Give me that back. There we go. Is my field of view different? It feels close. No, it's normal. It's weird. Maybe what I'll do is I'll just do a line first. Because the bridge deck is 5 blocks wide. Go. I've got a funny feeling that some of these are going to be replaced with stairs in key places. Going to need to make more slabs. We'll just make them all. I'm sure they will get used, and it's not like we're hurting. Not like we're hurting for blocks at this stage. Never ceases to amaze me how much the music plays when I have like my starting soon screen on, but then as soon as I start playing the game, all music just stops. that there. Okay, so this is going to make our life a little bit easier when it comes to putting new blocks along the top here. So, what blocks do I want to use? Well, we'll keep the stone bricks on us. Put the slabs back for now. I do want to keep the stairs. Grab some cobblestone stairs as well. Definitely want to have some cobble stone. I don't know if we'll use andesite. We might. Definitely gravel and definitely some. Do I have cracked stone bricks? Yes. Cracked. Don't think we're going to use smooth stone slabs, but we might. Paranor, hello, hello. Good to see you. I think, what did that other path have? I think that's probably the other thing to do. Ah, light grade concrete powder and cyan terracotta. I don't think we're going to be using cyan terracotta in the build. Mossy cobble. I don't want to put anything mossy on the bridge. I want to keep it gray. But I think cracked cobble and then concrete and gravel, I think should get us where we need to go. And then I've got some stairs and stuff if I want to take any chunks of the build. Okay, I don't think I have concrete powder here. Huh. I do. I knew I do. Oh, my landscaping box is here. Sweet. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Do I have terracotta? Bring a couple. I don't think I'm going to use them. I think they're too dark. But have them on us anyway. You can sip your coffee. I will sip my whiskey. Any more friends want to come out and play? I don't think so. I am almost out of whiskey too. You know, Paranor, that is exactly what I'm drinking. I am drinking Crown Royal Northern Harvest. It's quite good. Oh, that's too bad about your internet, Anna. Or Anna Marie. Okay. Well, take care. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. Neutral Effect. Hello. Have I seen you here before? I don't know if I have. So, the plan. I'm thinking that this is going to be a well-traveled road. So I want there to be some wear and tear to the bridge. And what I'm thinking is that we're going to have it be kind of like, even though we can't raise it, I want it to look like it's higher in the middle and have more of the wear and tear kind of happening along the edges here. So I think what I'm going to do is, I don't want this to be perfect right down the line. So maybe we'll just take out like 1, 2, 3, maybe that one, this one, kind of randomize this a little bit. Maybe a few more here because of the stairs. And then we'll take one out there too. So then we can come at it from kind of this speckled bit. And I think the easiest thing is just going to be, I think gravel and cobble are going to be probably, and cracked. I think these three are going to be the ones I use the most. So maybe these ones are just cracked. Like maybe we don't change the color on these ones. Could maybe do like this and then a cobble here. And then we'll do a cracked here. Yeah, that's not too bad. And another crack there. And then for here, I guess I should probably just take this out here completely. Because smooth stone is something else that we could put in here too. Hey, Fanabel. Good to see you. Yeah, I don't have any, there's no maple in this. This is like 90% rye. It's a blend technically, I guess, but barely. So let's do that. And I think maybe we'll add some cobble there. So I really want to try and pepper this throughout the sides as much as we can without overdoing it. I feel like we could do like a pattern like that and maybe do something like this. Another crack there. I always find this stuff hard to talk through, but we might be able to do something here too. See, now right away, all of a sudden I've started creating a pattern, which is not something I want to do. I wonder if we could maybe use the light concrete in places in the middle to maybe make the center appear like it's a little higher. I also think maybe we have to change the cracks so that they run in this direction as opposed to going across the bridge. That might be the way to go. So do this and maybe put down some gravel there and then take this back. Yeah, I think maybe this has got to be bricks. Glenfiddich is good. I'm a Bowmore guy. That's my go-to. What do I want here? Stone bricks. Actually, you know what? I guess I don't need the axe there. I guess I can lose the bow for now just to kind of have some more options, I guess, down here at the bottom. Not forget that we've got stairs and stuff we can use too. So out here we can maybe start to blend this in a little bit. Well, especially because this is almost like a landing. I feel like we could probably just take the whole thing out. At least 3 blocks. Maybe even have some stairs out here too. So let's do like cobble. Actually, here's an opportunity where we could actually have some mossy stuff out here. That would be good. Actually, let's do cracked and then cobble there. We might be able to come back. Man, I hope they fix the mouse scroll wheel issue. Really starting to wear thin on me. Let's get rid of this again. Maybe just some crack there. Yeah, see, this kind of a line seems to work for me. So maybe we'll try and do a little bit more of that, where we've got, maybe take those 2 out, and then these 2. So it's cracked, maybe cobble. And, you know, I don't know if these are going to work. They might be a good way to kind of dither the pattern into the landscape. Like they might work better out here than they do actually on the bridge. They're a little bit too light. The gravel seems to work okay though. I'm just trying to come up with the logic, you know, like is the gravel going to be mostly on the side? You know, the gravel is actually closer to the stone brick in color. So maybe we can use that up against brick and then cobblestone there. Yeah, although I think maybe I want to move this. You know, we can try dead coral. I don't think it's going to be I don't think it's going to work. I think it's going to be too red, but never say never. I don't have any in my inventory right now. I do have some though. We should probably try it just to make sure we're not missing an opportunity, huh? I find it too red, but we can, maybe we can just fill some of this in. Let's do gravel there. And then this can be like another cracked. No, let's do smooth here. Smooth might be another way to make this center section feel a little bit more raised. Maybe have like some more smooth stone here. Yeah, I like that quite a bit. That actually makes it look like, it's because it's the same color, but it's a smoother texture. It looks like it's worn down a little bit. Might have to work some more of that. I do like the idea of, some coral though. So let's go grab that. Plus, if I can fly for a bit, I can read the chat room. Yeah, no, it's not a Logitech mouse. Or is it a Logitech mouse? Maybe it is. Maybe it is. No, it's not. It's an adder. It's a gaming mouse. I'm on a Mac though. Ooh, we don't have very much at all. I think it's the fire coral. No. I'm not sure which of these is going to look like stone. Let's do a quick test. Here looks good. So if it works, we're going to have to go to the coral reef and get some. So let's do this, that, and that. So I guess that one, that sort of works. And this one. I guess that could work too. It's kind of hard to say, isn't it? Gravel, cobble, cracked. Let's just do this. See, this is where I find it not the greatest. It might work next to gravel, because gravel's got some purple in it. Right? Sorry, we're losing the light. Hold on. Razor, that's it. Death Adder. It wasn't terribly expensive, like 50 bucks, something like that. From what I can tell from any research that I've done online, the mouse issue is something to do with the frequency of the mouse, and a really high frequency mouse takes up a lot of CPU, and so I get some drag sometimes. However, it's not so bad tonight, which is cool. The other thing is the mouse wheel problem. That's a Minecraft thing. Like that's a 1.13 update problem. Like if I hold shift, like if I crouch, hold on, say if I switch this here. If I crouch, I cannot use my scroll wheel to move the hotbar. I normally scroll through like this, but one click used to equal one scroll, and now it doesn't. You have to kind of use momentum, so it's a little bit tricky when you're trying to do finer stuff. See, it looks good next to gravel, but I don't think it looks good next to this other stuff. I think it's too warm. If I was using it in a wall next to wood, I think it would look fine. But I think for this, it's just not going to be, not quite what we want. I wish we had the ability in the game to make some different bricks and some different block textures. Like even if it was the same kind of block, if there was just a recipe, why am I in here? If it was just a recipe to create a different kind of brick, like a different kind of stone brick, or a variant, like not something random generated, but like something that you have to craft in the game. I'm going to get these messed up, so let's just fire these in here. Coral, 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 that's 5. Sweet. Rockets. Yeah, I tend to not care sometimes when I'm breaking blocks. I don't bother to switch. A lot of it has to do with this mouse, because if it was easy to switch tools, I would just do it. But that seems to be a problem too. Okay, so let's get rid of that and put back, I think smooth stone was there. Some chicken. So I think we've started to make some progress here. Like it's starting to look, it still looks kind of patchy. I think the issue is that I have to maybe stick closer to the edges. So maybe do like 2 smooth stone here. We can also take some of these out as well. Like I can maybe take this out and put a cracked brick there, which will help. So here, maybe we can swap out. Cobble seems to be a pretty light block. Tends to catch the light a lot. So maybe we can just kind of come in here and put some of these in. A lot of these are going to be placed and replaced, I think, a couple times until I get it the way that I want. I might be overdoing it now that I think about it. Maybe we should just start with the smooth stone. Has anybody done a texture job like this before? I've done paths, but not like a manufactured bridge. I think we came out 3 on that other one too. So we'll do that here too. Let's do that, and then we can maybe start to get rid of things on the curve. Mm-hmm. I always find this kind of challenging, trying to make it, it's so hard. Let's do cobble, and I know I want some of this stuff over here. And then maybe, where's that other cobble? Let's do cobble there. Grab my cracked again. I think with the concrete powder, the trick is to use it sparingly, because it looks like a special kind of rock. Yeah, I'd be curious to see if we get some new blocks as well, Paranor. I was kind of hoping with data packs that they might open that up, but it does not seem to be the case. Let's do a regular brick. It's not great, but I'm getting there. So I think what I'm liking the most is actually the smooth stone. I might start to dial this back a little bit. So let's just go and say like these two, that one. They're 2 along here. Am I losing those? Where are they going? Like, where did those blocks go? I don't think I'm getting them back. Not popping out here. Weird. I guess I'll just drop down and pick them up. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but So let's not have those have the same way. Let's do this. And then maybe that. This would be a well-traveled area. So maybe here we've got like, okay then. So that, I don't know if those were slabs, maybe they were. Either way, we'll have to address that. Yeah, see, I'm liking that. I'm thinking maybe we get rid of this here. And probably switch this, that, and then cracked. These two. So for folks in the chat, are you most of your builds like medieval type stuff? Are they old world stuff, or do you do more like modern things? I'm getting a lot of modern vibes from the Hermitcraft server this year. Or this season, I guess I should say. So I'm liking this side much better than the other side. I do want to have a third texture, and I guess the cracked is probably going to be a way to go. So I think maybe these three blocks, the bricks, the cracked bricks, and the smooth stone, is going to be how we handle this. I feel like maybe I should just go all in on this. Just have it be this big chunk, like even this one. It's a little bit too much the same. Too much of a pattern there. Let's get rid of this too. Yeah, okay. I'm liking that a little bit better. Learning to build aesthetically. Tech Minecrafter. Yeah. That's tough. A lot of my technical stuff, my early technical stuff, is basically fancy glass boxes, neon boxes around builds. Yeah, 90-degree angles. For me, I wish there were more. I think more stairs and slabs would help a lot of people. It's not like they want to de-block Minecraft, but I think that there's just some things. It's like the rules of pixel art, you know, like you want to be able to place 2 blocks and then do that. And the issue that breaks it for me in Minecraft is that connection, that angle. You know, it looks okay in pixel art, but you know, like unless you've got something here, it doesn't really work that well. So I don't know, like I feel like more options to put things of different colors in that kind of a position, which it's just enough to help. But it's obviously this weird color compared to this. Like, I would prefer smooth stone slabs to be that color. Even if they had an edge to them, that's fine. I just wish they weren't so bright. I mean, that said, it's nice to have that color block. It's nice to have different colors, but I definitely feel like there should be some more consistency, I think, through the materials. So how does this feel? This feels noisy, so we're going to be taking out a lot of this cobble. Gravel. Let's just get rid of all the gravel. I don't think we're going to use it. Oh, that one we might. That one we might actually want. So let's just start popping in some smooth stone here. So the idea was to have it look like wagon tracks or something going down the middle, with most of the middle being pretty untouched. So I think maybe we need to remove some of these cracked from the middle and move everything over to the side. Let's just take that out of the hotbar. We're not going to want that there at all. Yeah, I feel like that's better. The more I guess uniform the center is, the better. I feel like maybe this needs to be a regular brick. The other thing that we can do is, I do have some brick stairs, and we could have it look like there's little chunks sticking out. Like, we could try doing something like this. Not often, but I think every once in a while that could work. Like, I feel like that one cobble's okay. Maybe we'll just take like one opportunity per side to put in like a real broken piece. You know, like maybe like right here we'll put in like some cobble stairs. That. Like, have that one there. I've got this one on the other side, and maybe we'll just try to put another one right here. And we'll do one of these. And then we can put like a smooth, some sort of transition into it. Yeah. Like that. Yes, cracked and mossy stairs. Considering that's what you normally build, you know, like when you're doing paths and stuff, like being able to do some mossy stuff here would be cool. You know, staircases and things. As it stands now, I'm probably just going to end up doing mostly like cracked stuff, and this is going to be mostly slabs, I think, when it really comes down to it. But I think we can probably get away with maybe this one. You know, just put a few of these things around. Let's see, maybe we can just put this stuff here. I think actually I want to keep this dirt, and then maybe gravel. Yeah. The other thing I need to do is get some coarse dirt, but we can get to that when we finish the bridge. I don't know about concrete slabs, natural effect. That might be overkill. I don't use concrete as like a main building block. It's almost like an accent block. But that said, I do like the mod that I saw in Nature's Beauty with Wells Knight, where you build like a wooden lattice, and then you can attach different kind of textures to it, so you can essentially make stairs out of stuff. It's not a block that appears in game, but it's something that you have to craft on your own. Let's get rid of this, and maybe that there. want to swap these two. I think really the secret was switching to the smooth stone. That seems to be the big difference for me. What do you guys think? Yeah, roof materials. That's another thing too. Yeah, the roofing, having stairs and slabs just means you can have different kind of colors roofs. Like right now, we're just stuck with wood or stone. There's a few things like prismarine, like dark prismarine, but it's really green. Like it's not. It doesn't. It's got the right texture. It looks like tiles or like roof tiles or roof shingles, but it's not. Not meant to be that. I'm liking this. I don't want that there though. More smooth stone. And get rid of this cobble. I think the cobble and the gravel we have to kind of leave to the outside. Like leave to these sections here. I think we can probably get away with some gravel here. Yeah. So that to me is looking better. I even want to take this one out. Like I feel like this center line really has to stay. Oops, that was a waste of time. The center line really has to stay pretty crisp, with the exception of like the odd poke through here, right? So I'm thinking maybe one here. This is a slow process. That's true. That's true natural effect. I mean, like part of the challenge of vanilla is the fact that you do have a limited palette. It encourages you to be more creative and more. It encourages more ingenuity, you know, in the build. Well, for example, like the stained glass door up here, the door to this inn, that came about because of the restrictions in the game. Yeah, I'm feeling that that's just too hot. Let's get rid of that. Put smooth here. And we're gonna have to move this line too. It's almost like when things get too close to the middle and too noisy in the middle, it really kind of pulls away. I think I want to keep this as clear as I can, just because it is this special kind of stone cross in the middle. I don't have enough detail to do it, but I almost want it to be like a compass rose, you know, like I kind of want it to have like that kind of feel to it. I don't think stairs would look good here. Like I don't think having a piece missing would really look good here. No. I prefer the subtle nod. I actually almost want to switch it so that it's andesite on the outside and then a single slab in the middle. Time to sleep again. Really? Oh, I guess. I do like the way that east-west builds line up with the sunset every time. It's really smart. Yeah, I thought about trying to do an item frame thing. Compass, when you put a compass in an item frame though, doesn't it have like, it's on like an angle? I don't have a compass on me, but it's not round like this when you put a compass down, right? It's on like it's on an angle, isn't it? How do you make a compass? It's redstone. it's redstone and iron. One of the two. Oh no, it is pretty round. What does that look like in an item frame? I'm just curious now. I don't think this is going to stay, but because the brown item frame is going to look dumb. Yeah, see, like it's on a funny angle. So it's in perspective, like it's not top down. So like when you're coming at it this way, it's upside down. Although it doesn't look too bad. Too bad about the item frame. Yeah, I mean it would be cool if it was like a cartoony build or something that I wanted to have a little bit more fun with. That would be fine. But I'm trying to go for, I'm just kind of theming it with what the rest of what we built in the meadows. Let's see here. How do we feel? I'm actually wondering if this might be too much here. This is distracting me too. Yeah, getting there. I think this other way needs to be run a few more times. So I'm liking, maybe you have one here. Man, I've been at this for what, like 30, 40 minutes? Time consuming. I don't know. I can't imagine big builds like the stuff that Scar does. Like that must just take hours and hours and hours. Yeah. I'm not doing a map at the end for just that. I do want to try that trick though. I do want to try it. Arturo, thank you very much for the host. I appreciate it. Very cool of you. Yeah, that's something different, isn't it? So I'm feeling like this is pulling my eye. And I think I need to not connect them here. How many blocks did I switch? So this is like pretty much pristine. Like I didn't really touch that little bit at all. I'm okay with that cracked right there. I think maybe we need one here. So the whole idea is that I'm trying to create this illusion of a curve, like the illusion of like heavy travel path on this side and heavy travel path on this side, where people and smaller stuff would go by, and then if it was a big cart, then the wheels would span the whole thing. You know, like you'd have, you know, a wheel there and then like a wheel going down this side. That's the idea. I'd never tried to build a vehicle in Minecraft. Has anybody done vehicles? Wanted to say that I really enjoy this Chunks podcast. Thanks very much. Natural Effect. I am glad that you do. And thank you. I'm glad that you think we do an awesome job. That's very kind of you to say. We enjoy it. We have fun. The trick with podcasting, people ask me all the time, you know, how do I do a podcast? What should I do a podcast about? And the trick to doing a really good podcast is to do a podcast about something that you are talking about with your friends for hours already. Like it's something where you're essentially just taking that conversation that you have on a Friday night, or those 3-hour chat sessions that you have, and you just start recording it. And that's what Pixelriffs and I did. I was a fan. I mean, I still am a fan of his, but I started off as a fan and I invited him on the Citadel Cafe. And then when we were able to kill 90 minutes of talking about Minecraft without even trying, a little bell went off in my head and I thought, you know, I think in podcasting with Pixelriffs would be a lot of fun. We obviously, you know, we can talk. Both of us are talkative people. So yeah, if you're ever wondering about how to do a podcast or what to do for one, then the trick is to do something that you're talking about anyway. All right, let's do a cracked here. I think I'm happy with the deck. I don't think I want to noodle with the deck too much more. Is that too repetitive? No, that's okay. I think that's all right. Let's do, there's a crack there. Maybe we can get away with like a couple of smooth stones here. I have no idea what this will look like. No, I don't think we put smooth stone in the railing. I think the railing is gotta stay bricks. We can maybe just put like cracked ones in there when we want. So I'm happy with that end. I think I'm good with this end too. Got a couple cracked on the sides. Could maybe do with like a cracked here. Oops. The other thing that I try to do here, even though I know I've broken the rule and I have a couple that are flat side to each other, especially when you're going up from wall to floor, I feel like if you always go to an angle, it just kind of gives it that flow. Like you kind of see it as a curve, even though it's not. So I like that there. Kind of want to put another smooth stone here. See what that looks like. That's true. That's true natural effect. Doing stuff that you're passionate about in life definitely makes things a lot easier. Makes being a grown-up easier on the head, I can tell you that. Oh, thanks, Paranor. Yeah, I mean, Pixelriffs and I became friends before we started the podcast. Like we didn't just jump right into it. We started chatting and kind of doing some off-mic conversation first. Vintage Beef is great at cars and motorcycles. Thanks, Frenabelle. I will look. I've subscribed to him. I watch mostly his No Man's Sky stuff, or rather, I watch the Etho version, but I watch both Vintage Beef and Etho doing their No Man's Sky bit, and I like that quite a bit. This is making an even texture. I think maybe we just put it back here like that. Yeah, I think that's pretty subtle. I mean, I'm looking at it. I've been looking at this now for like almost an hour, so I think it might be time to move on to the ends where we're kind of moving stuff in and out of the grass path and stuff. Uh-oh. For those of you that are new to the Citadel, Alistair has a thing with signs. He likes to leave them places. He's got a pretty dry sense of humor. I don't even know if that turned the volume down on the music. Yep, there's my definite sign. Generic B made an awesome RV on the Minecraft server. I've not watched any of the Minecraft server. I know about it by reputation only. All right, so let's switch things out. We want to keep the cracked and keep the smooth. I'm going to need some stairs. We're going to need slabs, cobble slabs. I need more cobble. Do I have? Surely I have cobble. Go. Slabs and cobble. We are going to need some mossy cobble and mossy brick. I'm not really sure if I want to make that path on the other side like a grass path. I think I want to switch it completely. Ooh, I need some Yeah, some coarse dirt and I think maybe oh, there we go. Brown, running out of space. Guess we don't need that. And certainly don't need that. I think that's all I need. Yeah. When did, is Minecraft still going? I'm not familiar. Got ahead of myself. I want to go double check this path. I want to go see, just kind of remind myself what I did over here. So this is a combination of path. There's some green concrete, mostly just cobble slabs and stairs. Okay. So I want to make sure I bring some green concrete as well. And I'm going to change some of this dirt into coarse dirt. Do I have coarse dirt. I can just do that. Okay. Oh, okay. So it's still doing their own thing, but they're playing other games. Interesting. So I think the thing to do is going to be to maybe we established at least a little bit more of the path before I put in the stairs. So I had made it kind of feather out, but I think I'm going to just start putting in a bunch of stepping stones because I don't know if I want this to be like a full-on path or what. I don't have any inventory space to pick up. Good to know. Let's do that. Gravel. Let's do mossy. I do want to drop something here so I can pick up this grass because I'm going to want to put it down. Put grass back down in some places. Just to clear up the inventory just a little bit. I guess I don't need the dirt if I want to get the grass. Oh, there we go. That'll help. I've been trying to watch Etho. I found Etho. I found an old video of his. I knew of him, but I never really watched anything. Just because I only have so much time, and I feel like the Hermitcraft stuff just takes up so much. But I watched one of his old videos, like around episode 167 or something, 170, of his current season 2, which has got like 500 episodes, something crazy. So I feel like the full blocks are mostly path block, but we can maybe fudge that around. Because I want, well, those are going to get covered up, so there's no point in putting those there. Actually, could maybe get away with this. It's a nice light color, and go with brick. I guess that would be, this would have to be like a full block. So here we have an opportunity to do maybe like a cobble there. Probably cracked here. Team Canada stuff. I actually didn't realize that that Vintage Beef and Etho were Canadian at first, which is funny because obviously once I realized it, I couldn't unhear it. But yeah, I didn't realize it quite at first. And I think maybe we can go down into like a cobble slab here. And then this is where we could probably put in some of this. And then here I'd like to start breaking it up a little bit. At least for now. I mean, I can always come back and add a little bit more to it. Where's my bricks? Did I not have mossy brick? Yeah, I do. Here we go. I don't know whether this is going to look good in this path or not. Oh yeah, that's not bad. That might be a little bit too close to that one, but we can always still put something light there, like the cobble. Mossy cobble, and we'll do mossy, maybe some mossy brick there. Actually, I think maybe we'll switch that. Yeah. Not sure how many path blocks I want to have in here either. With these kind of paths, I almost prefer having more grass being in them than path. Yeah, penguins in vanilla would be really cute, Paranor. I agree. Actually, it's not the word. It's not the word about that I find gives them away. It's I think it's just their cadence. I think it's the way that they speak, not so much one word. They strike me as either from Ontario or potentially either Quebec. I haven't looked it up. I don't know for sure. What do I want to put in there? That for now. I think these also need to get some love. I guess at this point we could almost put in a stair. Ooh, I like that. That's kind of a fun accident. It's like a cool way to get up a very steep step. Like it looks like a full block, but it's not. Cool. I'm aware of this. So I think I don't want to mess around with this too much because then we'll just get lost in it. I think maybe we have to get rid of the path stuff up here. And just take this right up to the edge. Actually, could maybe get away with a smooth stone here too. Build this up a little bit. Yeah. Maybe swap this out for slightly different color grass. Matrix Tunnel with the bits. Thanks for the cheer, my friend. You've never cheered before. Well, hello. Were you on the last stream? Your name sounds familiar, but between Spawn Chunks and Pixel Rifts, and sometimes I'm getting confused as to who's the first time here. Eyes to buy. Nice, Greener. And hi. How's it going? Sleep time. Oh, I forgot about that. We're going to have zombie pigmen coming out of here. That's annoying. I thought I only turned down the zombie pigmen ambient noises. Do I have my mob settings really low? No, that's fine. 60% is normally good. I have a resource pack in the game that turns zombie pigmen noises like way down low, with the exception of their angry noise. He didn't really squeal at me though, did he? When he died, it was quiet, but that's fine because that's supposed to happen. Yeah, I think we're going to bring these straight up here. Correct, and then we'll just do, honestly, probably just straight up bricks. I do find it weird when, like, there's not a whole lot you can do there. I guess we could put grass in there. I guess realistically, the railing would probably continue right to the edge of the stairs, which is good because that brings some asymmetry to the build. Have that actually extend. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do it. And that would mean, I think that'll be good. So how does this go? Stairs and then slabs. Yeah, that works out. I almost want to put a slab here just to finish that off. Oh, nope. Wrong block. I became a supporter of the Spawn Chunks and recently, so that's probably where I saw your name. Ah, yes, Matrix Tunnel. Yes. I recall you now. You'll have to forgive me. I've written quite a few people back between email and Patreon with the Spawn Chunks. I sometimes forget who I've spoken to already. Well, thank you for being here, and thank you for the support on the podcast. Glad you enjoy it. Ooh, we might want to move this tree. So this is a stair there. And then I think this is a stair. Slab. It's funny, you know, I watched so much Hermitcraft. It's really difficult to not repeat kind of phrases that they use all the time, like slabby jabby. I find it really hard sometimes. Did I do that right? This is a solid block. Well, that's where the stair goes. I knew I had that wrong. That's a stair. This, I'm stuck. This is a slab. Right? Yeah, and then this goes the other way. Huh. Don't know if I'm a fan of that. Maybe on these ends we just add this as a stair. Just to make it beefier. I sense this zombie really wants to come get me, but can't. Where is he? His moaning is annoying me. Is he in the cave? Yes. And I do want his levels. Done like dinner. Okay, back to work. Deoterite? Like deodorant? I guess it does. Diorite does kind of look like deodorant, doesn't it, Paranor? That's pretty funny. Yeah, right? Like it's when you watch a YouTuber that uses specific words over and over again, you know, it's really hard to kind of get out of your head. Like I find I watch so many British YouTubers now with Minecraft that I notice it every time, but I almost think in my head maths with an S. Like when they're talking about doing their maths, right? They always say they use an S. Let's go with cracked in the corner here. This tree may or may not be staying. I'm not entirely sure. I like it for the most part. But it is kind of in the way depending on how I handle the rest of that staircase. If anything, I'd keep the position and maybe just make it taller. But well, that did look good. Now it doesn't so much. Why is that? That's because this comes down. Too steep. We need to crack and yeah, that'll do for now. Just for the time being. Yeah, I think that's okay. This is really square. That's a little bit better. So I'm liking the path on the deck of the bridge. Happy with that. The other thing that I wanted to test out was a trick that I saw. I think it was on one of the Pixel Rift streams. Let's just clear this out here. All this stuff can go back for now. We never tried to use any andesite, did we? leave that on me. So I need a few item frames. I need some pressure plates, probably dark oak pressure plates. What's that? 2? Yeah. Dark oak pressure plate, trap, item frame, and then redstone lamp. So here we've got sea lanterns that are surrounded by dark oak trapdoors. And while I like the fact that the turquoise in the sea lantern echoes the turquoise in the prismarine up top, I was also hoping to use redstone lamps because we've got them here and they just look so good and they go so well with the dark oak. Like that just, even off they look good. But I need something to light up the build. And I'm thinking if we come in here and get rid of, yeah, we don't have to get rid of all those. We can probably just kind of scoot in here, do that, put this back, and then just kind of pop up here for a second. So apparently this is a trick that will power the redstone lamp. So I think you put the pressure plate first and then the item frame. And then if I jump on it, or is it on now? No, it's not on. Does anybody know this trick? If you know how to do it in the chat room, let me know. And do I jump on it now? I think that stayed on. Cool. So the drawback is that it's going to look kind of dumb from above. So that's the only thing. I think in the example that Pixorus used, you couldn't see it from the top. Yeah, so you've got that weird kind of glitchy thing happening. I mean, 99 times it's going to be somebody. Oh, it's one of you. Oh, he's mad. Is he coming? I hear him. There he is. So yeah, 99 times out of 10, you're not going to see it because you're walking down this way. I don't think you can see the top of it when you come down the stairs. Just a little bit, but it's not the end of the world. The other thing is that we could also do it without the trapdoors, which would save me some trapdoors. Or a pickaxe. And pop up here. Oh, did I not? I didn't make another. Did not make another pressure plate. Hold on. I was looking at the dark oak trapdoors in my inventory, thinking that I had some pressure plates. Let's just make another one of those. Yeah, so you have to do pressure plate first, and then item frame there. So I like that a lot better in terms of warming up this build. I just don't know if I like the item frame that you can see it. Wonder what we could do to hide it, because you're not, I mean, anything you slide anything in there, the item frame is going to pop off. So that won't work. Yeah, we think it looks better with the. It's really simple. Like it's not the fanciest thing. I don't think... Do we have... I do have some regular trapdoors. These have got holes in them, so we could always try something like that, but I think they're too light. Yeah, they're not the right color. The only other trapdoors with holes in them are like acacia, I think. Oop, that's wrong. Wrong shulker. So I don't know what we could do to hide the trapdoor. I don't want to build that any higher. Like I don't want to have like a block on top of it. I thought I was going to miss him. Jeez. Acacia and jungle. That's right. Jungle's got holes in it too. But I think... Yeah, I think it does look better without it. Because, I mean, the redstone lamp kind of... It's designed to look good on its own, right? Like, that's the whole idea. So I think for now, what I want to do, the idea behind these lamps here was to also have redstone lamps here. Same idea. Pressure plates. Oh, did not see him in time. The problem with being on by myself and being in this zone for so long is that there's an awful lot of mobs that are going to start showing up. So we can do this. Now these ones are going to be even more visible. Yeah. I don't know. I don't like seeing the edge of this thing. That's annoying. Because what I was thinking we could do is use the trapdoors here and just kind of like make this look a little bit more official, more intended. The other option would be actually to... Actually, we could hide these. Yeah. We could totally just do this. Oh, no, because what I was thinking was if we take this out, we could put a torch underneath here or a redstone block and then put like a trapdoor here. I know that much. But what I was thinking is if we did the trapdoor that way, then it's flush, but then this isn't on. And I can't put anything there. The lever would power the trapdoor underneath the block, but it wouldn't power the light. I could do it if I put the trapdoor out here. Like if I put the trapdoor on this block, then we can totally just grab a lever. Just do this, right? And then, right? Like that works. This does feel really plain though. Like this is the kind of thing where I'd want to put something like that. Just because it's so low to the ground. It feels like it needs something, and then this looks kind of weird. Just one of them. So I don't know. I'm not really sure how to do that yet. The other thing I could do is just put two other posts here. Like we could just completely scrap this idea here and go with some fences. And just do the exact same thing. This one probably won't be as noticeable. Yeah, I mean, we could also go one lower. Try that on this one. Can I put a level one underneath the block under the lamp? Place the trapdoor down. No, because the trapdoor would occupy this space, and the trapdoor and the lever would have to be in the same block. What does this look like if we just do one? I might be able to just jump and do this one. Nope. Try that again. Ha. Oh, but I can't jump on it. Can't activate it. I really don't know. I kind of just like the two up front. I don't know if I like these two. I find that these are distracting. Like when you're coming up, you're looking at the lights, you're not looking at the building. So I think we might just, for now, take these down. Alternatively, I could put the light like right inside here, because then I could totally just put a lever underneath it. I could just do this, but then I just have to figure out a better way to decorate it, which, I mean, we could do probably not dark oak, but if that wasn't a stair, you know, something like that looks okay. We would just have to extend that a little bit. So that's an option too. And probably the more likely. All right, well, for now, torches. Yeah, I definitely don't want anything tall here. I really want this part to be flat. I don't want anything sticking up there. It's not. Actually, I don't think it is. Like, it is sort of like we'd have to put the lever here. No, there. So it would be really easy to put something else. Like, we could probably sort it out. Just change the way that the bridge attaches, or put more dirt. You know, like we could probably conceal it. Wouldn't be too hard. Well, let's put these back. Oh no, wait. We've got to do the lamps on the other side. 2 pressure plates, 2 lamps, 2 item frames. Sweet. We can totally do these. I forgot about that. So many different tools. Well, it's definitely an improvement, that's for sure. Thanks for the input, guys and gals. Much appreciated. There we go. Does that trick work with buttons? It probably doesn't. I don't think it keeps the button pressed. Just make like a stone button or something. So like if I put a button here and an item frame here and I press the button, I guess it's because pressure plates are gravity operated. Okay, so those are the two main tasks that I wanted to take care of. Guess we'll get rid of these two. So this one might be a situation where we could put another lamp, maybe like on the path or something. Cool. So I think, yeah, you know what? I think I might call it. I think that's it. I don't, that's all I really wanted to accomplish, was just to kind of make sure that this didn't look too out of place. Like I wanted to make it fit a little bit more into the world, make it feel a little bit more integrated, so that when people come by, it feels better. I do have a request before I go. Actually, I'll sleep because I want some light. I do have a request because, come on. Kind of dark in the center. Natural effect thinks it's dark in the, oh yeah, here. Yeah, I see what you mean. These were supposed to try and light that up a little bit. I don't really know what to do about that. We also have to figure out what to do for lights on the top. I'm probably going to use redstone lamps. I haven't finished this at all. So I'm thinking redstone lamps will be hanging from the ceiling, and I'll have to power them from above or something, because I don't want to have torches in here. However, as you can see, this place is really, really empty. So I have a request. If you happen to know, or if you are a good interior builder yourself, and you have some reference videos that you want to send me, if you're part of the Discord for either Joel Duggan or the Spawn Chunks, then hit me up there. If not, you can just use Joel Duggan on Twitter. Send me like a YouTube video or some examples. I do follow Green, like I know that there's some stuff available, but if you have some tips and tricks specifically for curtains, for furniture like chairs and tables, I know some basic tricks, but I'm looking to do something a little bit different up here. And I'm tight on space, and I'm thinking like a few beds. It's meant to be an inn, but I'm okay with it not being separate rooms up here, because unfortunately, the way that I built it, putting walls puts the windows up against the sides of the room, which I really think looks terrible, which I want to try to avoid as much as I can. So if you have some tips and tricks for interior building in Minecraft, then let me know, because I am not great. It is not my strength. I have very little experience with it. So we shall go from there. But that's it. I think I'm just going to walk back through the meadows and thank everybody for coming out and hanging out on the stream. If you've enjoyed this and you have not found me through the Spawn Chunks, then I would suggest that you go check out that podcast. You can find it most places where podcasts are listed. We're on Google Play, we're on iTunes, we're on Google Podcasts and Stitcher. So check that out and let us know what you think. That's myself and Pixel Riffs. Pixel Riffs is probably going to be streaming on Sunday, I think is his next scheduled stream. So you can check him out at twitch.tv/pixelriffs. And for myself, the Citadel is the name of this server. And it is also the name of one of my podcasts. It's called the Citadel Cafe. And this past week, we were talking about the Box Trolls animated film. And we were talking about Aerial Magic, which is a manga webtoon on webtoon.com or webtoon.org. I can't remember. But if you look up webtoon, it's going to be pretty easy to find. That's it for me, folks. I will see you next time.